I am Dr. Sujit Ghosh. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Ghosh Presents. Signs, symptoms and uses of Homeo-Remedy Kali Carb. Full name Kailum Carbonicum, short name Kali Carb. Common name Potassium carbonate. Source chemical compound, chemical world. Pathogenesis of Kali Carb. Due to effect of Kali Carb, serous and mucous membranes become very much dry, creating stitching pain, enfeebling the heart, lowering temperature, causing anemia, promoting tissue wastes, increasing amount of urine along with uric acid and urea. Constitution of Kali Carb. Adapted to person with dark skin, hair, lacks fibres, with inclination to grow obese. Also to problems of old people with dropsical condition, puffiness of upper eyelids and paretic condition. Paretic condition means actually partial paralysis. Hot or cold patient, chilly, that is cold patient. Miasm, soda. Diathesis, tubercular diathesis. Mental journals of Kali Carb. Great aversion to being alone. Obstinate, hypersensitive to pain, peevish, weep much. Anxiety arising from chest, felt in stomach, anxious about their own diseases, despondent and afraid of imaginary things, easily startled, start on dropping to sleep, never contented, quarrel with family members over bread and butter, fear of future, of ghost, of death, feel as if bed sinking under them. It is a feeling, mind it, feeling, dreams. These are most important symptoms because these carries the mental journal of high level. One single such symptom can determine a particular remedy. Physical journals of Kali Carb. Sweat, backache and weakness are three characteristic symptoms of this remedy. Please remember these things. Sweat, backache and weakness are three characteristic symptoms of this remedy. Persons perpetually cold, sensitive to atmospheric change, to every draft of air, always shivering with dropsical and paralytic tendency, disposition to be phlebitis. Phlebitis actually inflammation of veins. Inflammation of veins, this is called phlebitis. Inflammation of veins. For those who withhold their symptoms or have vague symptoms, sudden unconsciousness. Please remember this symptom. For persons who withhold their symptom, there are patients who will not tell you the total symptom. They will withhold. There is a tendency, or they will give some vague symptoms. This particular characteristic points to this Kali Carb medicine. Over and above, sudden unconsciousness. There are some patient who goes into unconsciousness suddenly. Kali Carb can be given directly to them if there is no other specific symptom. Part lain on, go to sleep, become painful. Throbbing pain, numbness, coldness in single part. Discharge profuse and acrid. Discharges profuse acrid. Convulsions seem to pass off with irritations. Sharp stitching, stabbing, catching pain in various parts of the body. Hypothyroidism. Notice the hypothyroidism. When a particular patient feels from hypothyroidism, his thyroid gland is enlarged. Because when there is hypothyroidism, the from brain, this stimulation, particularly thyroid stimulating hormone comes to work thyroid correctly so that thyroid hormones are secreted normally. For that constant poking from the central cerebral cortex, this particular thyroid gland is increased, swells up. So it may be hypo means less, but that is less of hormones, not of the gland itself. Gland may be swollen. Unconsciousness, parts lain on, numbness, single parts, discharges, hypothyroidism, pains go to parts uncovered, not lain on, never well since pneumonia, debilitating states after miscarriage and labor. For patients with tubercular diathesis, ill effects of suppression of eruption in childhood. Mind this, the medicine Kali Carb is a very strong anti-tubercular medicine. That's why so many places it will be written that tubercular diathesis. Tubercular diathesis, and these patients are very much amenable to infection in the lung, say severe pneumonia, bronchitis, because tubercular means the lung is weak, the patient's lung is weak, so there may be this type of diseases over and above tuberculosis. Hypothyroidism. This particular picture, or rather you can call it a pamphlet, I've collected from internet and directly pasted it here. Hypothyroidism, the symptoms of the hypothyroidism given here in with figures, so that it will catch your attention. Please mind this, these are all symptoms of hypothyroidism, such as obesity, intolerance to cold, depression, hair loss, heartbeat, slow heartbeat, constipation, menstrual changes, fatigue, joint pain. General modalities of Kali Carb: worse, cold air, draft, water after overheating, after exertion, winter, 2 to 3 am, before menses, lying on painful or left side, loss of fluids, after parturition, childbirth, abortion, after coition, change of weather, touch, motion. Better, warmth, sitting to elbows on knees, by day, open air, motion. Heat symptoms, Kali Carb: aches into eyes, worse from motion and carriage, motion of carriage, sneezing, coughing, stooping, yawning. Better when raising the head or pressing the forehead. Constant sensation as if something loose in head. Hair dry, fallout from eyebrows, temples, beard. That is hair fallout from these portions. Painful tumors or scalp. Eye symptoms of Kali Carb: weak after coition, after measles, after abortion. Weak means actually, weak eye means weak in vision. Vision spotted, bright sparks, blue, green spot, drops before eyes. These are feelings, not true before the vision. Inner angles of eyelids swelling like a bag between upper eyelid and the brow. This picture. Eyelids cold, painful sensation of light penetrating the brain on shutting the eyes. Ear symptoms, Kali Carb: stitches in ears from within outward, cracking in ears, right ear hot, left ear cold and pale, noises in ears with headache. Nose symptoms of Kali Carb: descending coryza, swollen, hard, red, obstruction. Better while walking in open air. Fetid, yellow-green or crusty discharge. Nose bleeds on washing the face in the morning. Nostrils ulcerated, nose red, covered with pimples. Chronic cold, breathes through mouth. Face symptoms of Kali Carb: bloated, pale, sickly, shallow with sunken eyes, freckles. Freckles is a skin symptom, very common skin symptom. If you look at this face of this lady, this is freckles. I have given this picture so that you can, in the chamber, you can identify what is what. This is called freckles. Swelling of lower jaw and submaxillary gland. Submaxillary gland is here. We have got 3 sets of salivary gland: parotid salivary glands, maxillary, and sublingual. 3 sets: sublingual, maxillary, and parotid. Pair, that is 3 into 2, 6 on both sides. Now, mouth symptoms. I have already swelling of lower jaw, submaxillary glands, camps in jaws. Mouth symptoms of Kali Carb: toothache alternating with stitching pain in left breast only while eating. Mouth slimy, tongue grey white, gums separated from teeth. Note this, the gums are just receding from the teeth. Itching in gum, pus oozes out. Pyorrhea with apathy and much salivation. You know, pyorrhea is a severe infection of the gum where there is bleeding, pus secretion, swelling, and destruction even beyond the gum. I mean, beneath the gum, the bone portion also may be affected. Burning, soreness in mouth, painful, pimples on tip of tongue. Throat symptoms of Kali Carb: hawks up, tough mucus in AM, swallowing difficult, food descends slowly, remains halfway in esophagus with gagging and vomiting. Strictures in esophagus, not this figure. Stricture in esophagus, this is esophagus. This is esophagus. So there stricture means the constriction in the lumen. Small particles of food easily go into windpipe, sticking pain as from fish bone. These are all throat symptoms. Stomach symptom, Kalikar, salty, sour regurgitation. Regurgitation means actually vomiting. Vomiting of sour mucus. Desire for sweets or acids. Want to eat frequently but least food oppresses. Stomach distended, sensitive. Fullness after little drink or food. Milk and warm food disagree. Sour irritations. Feeling as if stomach full of water. Lump deep in epigastrium, sensitive to touch. This is also feeling, lump feeling in the epigastrium. Throbbing at back of the stomach, gastric pain go to back, chest, limbs. Nocturnal vomiting of food. Nocturnal means nightly. Nausea better from lying down. Feels sleepy and weary while eating. Cannot finish her meal. When hungry, feel anxious, nauseated, nervous, tingling, palpitations. That is, this type of patient cannot tolerate hunger. Urinary symptom, burning in left kidney, nocturnal aneurysm of adults. Worse from coughing, sneezing. Urine foamy with thick red sediment. Sticking pain in kidneys going from buttock to thighs. Pressure on bladder long before urination. The more one presses, the less urine flows. The very interesting symptom. The more one presses, the less urine comes. Urination slow with burning in urethra, nephritis, inflammation of kidney from exposure to cold or injury. Actually, this is left kidney position, and it is already stricture in this. I have already explained it. Male symptoms of Kalikar. Complaints after coition, copious painful pollution with subsequent erection. Postration after coition, often with shuddering, sleeplessness or uneasiness for 2 to 3 days after coition. Aversion to coition, strange uneasy feeling in genitals, chronic gonorrhea, painful scanty discharge, burning during and after urination. Female symptom of Kalikar. Menarche delayed with chest symptom and ascites, amenorrhea. Amenorrhea is stopping of menses. Menses delayed, acrid, profuse. Violent colicky pain before menses which are irritating and of pungent odor. Uterine tumor, cyst, menorrhagia better after bath. Fine stitches in mammy. Leukorrhea with labor-like pain causing itching and burning in the pudenda. Pudenda means actually genital organ. Better from washing. Soreness of genitals during coition and menses. Labor pain. Inefficient. Felt in back, down the hips and thighs. This is during parturition. Complaints after parturition and abortion. Puerperal fever with cutting pain in hypogastrium. Hypogastrium is a abdominal region. This region is called hypogastrium or hypogastric region. Whole the region has been divided into 9 quadrants. This picture I have shown many times, and we will also show the theme picture in future many times because this is important. Hemorrhage after cutting pain in hypogastrium with black scanty urine, menses early with profuse discharge, late with scanty pale discharge. When mens early, discharge profuse. When mens late, discharge pale and scanty. Hemorrhage after curating and all sorts of other treatments. That is other treatments of uterus. Eclampsia better from eructations. Severe uterine spasm without appearance of menses with feeling of heat and restlessness. Heart symptoms of Kalikar. Heart seems to hang by a thread. Palpitations, then weakness in valvular disease. Burning in heart region. Heart pains extend to left scapula. Pulse small, soft, variable, intermittent and dichrotic. Dichrotic pulse is double pulsation or double wave seen in the temporal region or carotid pulse. Arrhythmia, cardiac degeneration, violent palpitations shake the whole body, throbbing extending to tips of fingers and toes. This is a very important symptom. Throbbing Throbbing, there is generally throbbings are seen all over the body, but not to the tip of the fingers and toes. In case of Kali carb, it is seen. Respiratory symptoms of Kali carb: guttural aphonia with violent sneezing, breathing difficult, asthmatic, worse from walking or least motion, alternating with diarrhea with vertigo, incessant heart racing, choking, futile cough, then vomiting. Lungs seems to stick to ribs, stabbing, chest pain, hydrothorax. Hydrothorax means water accumulation within the pleural space. This is the pleura. This is the outer layer of pleura, and the inner layer of pleura is stick to this tissue of the lung. This space is called pleural space. In this pleural space water is accumulated. It is handwritten diagram. This is X-ray. When it is water will be covered all over this pleura, then the picture will be like this, completely white. Otherwise, lung picture, you know, it is blackish white, some black with the ribs is clearly seen, but when it will be covered with water, this will be whole white. Whole chest very sensitive during coughing, sensation coldness in chest, expectoration difficult or small, round, yellowish, greenish, offensive, sour, salty, pungent balls of flame come flying from mouth without effort. Very interesting symptom. The patient becomes very much he is annoyed with this own symptom, with his or her own symptom, that he talks and these balls are coming out from his mouth. How difficult feeling, or rather how embarrassed will he feel when it will occur in front of some guest or some person. Neck and back symptoms of Kali carb. Everything affects the small of the back or neck. Pain start there. Small of the back or small of the neck, these are two medical terms. This medical small of the back means this area, lumbar region. I am showing this lumbar region is small of the back, and small of the neck is this cervical region, 3, 5, 6. The technical medical term. Pain starts from there. Neck feels large, backache with given up feeling, must lie down as if broken. Small of the back feels weak. Lumbago, rheumatism of the waist, with sudden sharp pain extending up and down, back and down the thighs. Backache after delivery or abortion. Spine painful after eating. This is a rare symptom. You can call it an USP, uncommon strange peculiars. Spine painful after eating, burning in the right side of spine. Extremity symptom of Kali carb. Weakness in arms, feel numb, cold, numb pinching in left arm, burning like fire in fingers, legs give out, feel heavy, pain from hip to knee, tips, toes, fingers painful, edema of the foot, left foot, soles very sensitive, knees painful, worse from going upstairs or downstairs. When feet touched, the whole limb jerked. Sciatica, tearing pain in thighs with jerking muscles. Sciatica. This is the sciatic nerve, longest nerve from hip to heel. Heel is not shown, will be like this. So this is the sciatic nerve. The inflammation of this sciatic nerve called sciatica, most painful disease. Tearing pain in thighs with jerking of muscles. Skin symptom Kali carb, sensitive, dry. General leaching or hives during menses. Hives, this is hives. Hives and urticaria are the same thing. Itching in warts, tension, pressure, rending in scars. Sleep symptoms of Kali carb: fall asleep while eating. Talk in sleep, awake about 2 am to 4 am with all problems. Awake at 1 to 2 am or 2 am, cannot sleep again. Yawn with headache. Fever symptoms of Kali carb: chilly with hot hands and sleepiness. In open air, internal burning. Sweat scanty, foul on feet. Sweat with slightest exertions on painful part, on affected side. Complemented medicines: ars iod, carbovage, nitric acid, nux vomi, phosphorus. Related medicines: arsenic, calcarea hypophos, fluoric acid, lycopodium, phosphorus, cephia, sulfur. With this the video ends. Thanks for listening, viewing. Any problem, write down in the comment section. I would attend.